Good morning, AISA! It is Tuesday and it's also Happy Hump Day. Welcome to this week's video. We are going to be covering school events, Abu Dhabi events, and last but not least, world news. So without any further ado, let's bring it on to Tashida Singh, who is going to introduce us to this week's school news.
Good morning, AISA. Well, today we've got a couple of things to cover for school news. This week, it's the seniors' last week of school. On behalf of the school, I'd just like to thank you seniors for a great year. We wish you the best at university and the best of this week's exams, so all the best. IB students that are currently taking their IB exams right now, the survivors, so far they've been doing pretty well, or rather they've said that things have been going well, so let's hope they continue with the pace for the next week. It's early release Wednesday, so tomorrow we'll be out of school early for our exam schedule. That means middle school, high school. It'll be on the bulletin, so check the AISA website to know when your exams are. Lastly, we don't have school on May 27th, which is a Tuesday. So that's all for this week. Let's take it over to VJ.
There is going to be a Justin Timberlake musical concert at the Dew Arena on May 23rd. Curtains, the musical show, is on May 15th, 16th and 19th. Tickets available online for 80 dirhams. This week, renewable energy company Masdar, in partnership with Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, announced that it will sponsor the region's first solar electric car competition to take place in UAE next January. The challenge invites student teams from 20 countries around the world to participate in the full day event. Stay tuned for future updates for signups. This is Vijay Marupudi for AISA BC. Now let's wrap it up with the news section of AISA BC World News.
Thank you, VJ. I personally felt as though this little section must have been included because many of us actually don't really know what is going on in the world today, and in order to be global citizens, this needs to not happen anymore. So that's why we're including it in this week's and the rest of the AISABC videos. Alright, so as most of us, or hopefully as some of us may know, the situation in Ukraine and Russia is not getting any better. In fact, pro-Russian rebels in provinces of Donetsk and Lugansk, Ukraine's eastern regions, are holding self-rule votes. Both the US and the European Union see the upcoming presidential elections as crucial to restoring the stability in Ukraine, and both believe the referendums will create further divisions and disorder and will greatly undermine the presidential elections, which Ukraine will hold in 2 weeks' time. Jen Psaki, the US State Department spokeswoman, has stated that if these referendums go forward, they will violate international law and the territorial integrity of Ukraine. The US will not recognize the results of these illegal referenda. Now, taking it over to Nigeria. Some of the 53 girls who escaped after being abducted last month from a school in northeastern Nigeria by the group Boko Haram have spoken about their ordeal. While 53 have escaped, 276 still remain captive. The government's inability to rescue these girls nearly a month after they were abducted has sparked global outrage, protests, and also social media campaigns. As most of you may know, the most famous one, Bring Back Our Girls. The US and other nations have sent teams of technical experts to assist search efforts. Please click on the Facebook link below to join the social media movement. Hopefully our girls will be returned to their homes safely. Alright, so with that being said, this is all what we have for this week. I've only got a month or so left until the sleep deprivation comes to an end, so hold on, people! If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please click on the button below to subscribe. This is Maya, your director for AISA BC, and I wish you all a glorious day. Fun fact of the week though, did you know that in prisons in Brazil, they actually offer their prisoners to reduce their sentences for 4 days, up to 48 days per year, for every book they read and every book they write a report on. Crazy stuff! That's why this world's an awesome place. Well, kind of, but you get what I mean.